Good morning, dear students. In the previous classes, we were learning about the properties of materials, and we have learned the two properties, appearance and hardness. Now, the third properties of materials is soluble or insoluble. Let us study about the soluble or insoluble substances. At first, we should learn what is the soluble material. Materials that can be dissolved in water are called soluble materials. For example, sugar and salt can be dissolved in water. And the next is insoluble materials. Materials that cannot be dissolved in water are called insoluble materials. For example, stone, clothes, etc. cannot be dissolved in water. Besides, the solid liquids also have the property of soluble or insoluble. For example, lemon juice can be dissolved in water, whereas kerosene oil, petrol cannot be dissolved in water. The fourth property of material is objects may float or sink in water. Some objects have the property of sinking in water, whereas some objects has the property of floating on the surface of water. For example, rocks, stones, coins, etc. sink in water, whereas leaves, cork, etc. float on the surface of water. The last property of material is transparency. On the basis of transparency, objects can be classified into three groups. First, transparent object, second, translucent object, and third is opaque object. Now we learn about the transparent object. Objects or materials through which we can see clearly are called transparent objects. It means in the transparent objects, the light ray completely pass through it. For example, glass, air, fresh water, etc. The second is translucent object. In the translucent object, the light cannot pass completely but can pass partially. Due to this reason, objects through which we cannot see clearly but can see partially are called translucent objects. Example, butter, paper, cloth, plastic, etc. After learning the properties of materials, the third property of material on the basis of transparency is opaque objects. In the opaque objects, the light ray cannot pass through it. Objects through which we cannot see are called opaque objects. For example, wood, cardboard, etc. After learning all the properties of materials, now we are on the topic of the chapter 4. Why do we need to group objects? We need to group objects for the following reasons or purposes. The first is convenience to store. We group objects in order to store similar objects together. Example, in our homes we store spices together in the kitchen while store washing products in the bathroom. The next is convenience to store. We group objects so that it becomes easy for us to study their features and property. Thanks.